It is Alex coming at you live for Wisdom Wednesday. Whoop whoop. So I'm gonna dive right in today, you guys. Today's topic is something we've all heard of before, but maybe I can put my own little twist and spin on it. And that's about the natural process of life. So plant, cultivate, and harvest, you guys. Plant, cultivate, harvest. That is what I want to talk to you guys about today. So I do have the breakdown, 3 different things that I want to kind of touch on during this. So I do have my notes in front of me. So if you see me looking down, I just want to make sure that I give you guys all the information that I possibly can and try to help some of you guys develop the mindset that I'm kind of developing for myself so that I can reach my visions and reach my goals and reach my dreams. Okay. So first things first, today's culture. Everyone knows that everyone just has this sense of going straight from plant to harvest. Plant to harvest. Like cultivate doesn't really exist in today's like mindset of anybody. And it's so crazy. Like even if you think about the lottery, you guys, like people are just like, ugh, why do I have to take the time to build the relationships, to gain new skills, and to like do the experiences that it takes to earn all this money? Why can't I just like buy a ticket and win it all? Everyone is so immediate, like immediate gratification about everything. And clearly that's not the way things work. The first thing I want to talk about is that step that we're losing touch of, and that's the cultivating step, okay? So this step is where the magic happens, you guys. Like the cultivating step is what nobody wants to do, nobody does, but that's where the magic happens. Everyone wants to know, like, how are these people so successful? Trust and believe they know about that cultivating step and they act on it every single day, you guys. But the only way that the cultivating step works is through the patient dimension of time. Like the instant gratification, if you can just try to knock that out of your head, because what I'm suggesting that you guys do is to knock that out of your head and develop this sense of it's gonna take time. Like it's legit gonna take some time, you guys. If you think about our culture with movies and TV, like, of course, there's tons of lessons you can learn, right? You can literally experience so much. You can go through trials, adversity, triumph. You can go through drama, temptations, whole romances. But guess what? You go through all of that in less than 2 hours. So although you have all these lessons you can learn from all these different people's experiences, you have to go through them. You lose sight of how much time it took for all of that to take place. Like literally, think of your favorite movie. Think about the storyline. Think about the direction it took you, all the emotions you felt. Now imagine watching that exact same movie, but actually watching it based on how much time it should have actually taken for all of that to occur. No one wants to think about that. Everyone is like, oh, like that was amazing and it only took 2 hours. But that's not reality, right, you guys? So that's the part where a lot of people get confused, and rightly so, because that's what's being shoved down our throats all the time is like instant gratification, instant gratification. So that's moving on into my step number 2 is nobody would watch these TVs and movie shows if they actually experienced it through the amount of time that it would actually take to do that. And the reason why is because it would be boring. It would be so boring. Nobody would want to sit here and watch somebody's life day by day by day. They want to see the highlights. We want to see the highlight reel. That's all we care about. And that's what I kind of want to get you guys to realize is that these daily choices that you're making, they're not going to be dramatic. They're not going to be heroic. They're not going to be like, oh my gosh, wow. Like you're not going to get any applause for doing them. People probably won't even notice that you're doing them. And these steps that I'm talking about, everybody knows. Everybody knows what they need to be doing to set themselves on the path that they want to go. They know at least one step that they could possibly take that would lead them to the rest of the steps, right? But nobody wants to do that. It's just so mundane. And that's the hard part, is that you're not going to get any immediate feedback from changing your mindset and thinking about things through the patience of time. Okay. So I'm letting you know right now, this isn't something exciting that I'm like, oh my gosh, I've like learned something crazy new and it's going to be so much fun while you're doing it. No, I'm not saying that at all. And half the time you won't even feel like doing it. But if you develop this mindset where you're seeing things through the dimension of time and that it's going to take time to get you there, then at least even when you don't feel like it, you'll still do it and you'll still end up successful. That's like my hugest thing, is I want you guys to have like what you want, your dreams, your visions, your goals. So I want you guys to give that time to kick in. Like, you have to give that feedback, that applause, that cheer. It's gonna come, but you have to give it time to kick in. Okay. So just try not to make your everyday choices and your decision making. And gosh, I'm a fitness coach, so the easiest thing for me to talk about all the time is just like the gym and workouts. So my example would be like, even if you're going to the gym and you're trying to, or you're doing workout videos like I do every day and you're trying to get results, you know, you have to give it time, right? Like, everyone knows you can't go to the gym for a month and just see results. But how come every single January, by the time you reach February, already like a third of the people who were going to the gym aren't back anymore? Because they're living in that mindset of instant gratification. You got to get out of that. So just try not to make your everyday choices based on your eyes and what you can see happening. Like, if you're out here trying to be a real estate agent, you can't base it based off of, okay, look at my books. Like, I've sold no houses this month, I must not be good at it. Like, it's just not for me. That can't be the way you think. You have to get out of that mindset. This is going to take time. It's something that has to develop. And once you realize that, you're not looking at things through your eyes anymore. You're looking through time and you're like, okay, just got to keep going. And it just changes your whole outlook on life, right? And then my third thing that I kind of want to go over with you guys is just to encourage you to turn the scales. I don't give a crap who you are at this given moment in your life. I don't care where you are in life. I don't care if you feel like, oh yeah, like I'm exactly where I saw myself being. Or if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so far from where I saw my life. Like, I'll never get there. Like, holy crap, there's nothing that I can do to get there. Or if you have like a bajillion friends and you're like the most popular person ever. If you have no friends, you've literally severed every single relationship, being a brat or however you've been being over the past years. I don't care if nobody talks to you. I don't care where you are in your life. I want you to see things as a scale, okay? So this is the scale of success, and this is the scale of, I'm going to call it failure, because maybe you're at a place where you know you're not where you should be. So we're going to call that failure. So let's say the scale is tipped like this. I want you guys to be encouraged to turn the scale in whatever aspect of your life you're in. Maybe it's your marriage and it's just not where you want it to be, and the failure part is just so much outweighing the success part. Maybe it's your schooling and you're just not doing well. Or maybe it's your relationships and you're just like, like I just want it to be better. Whatever it is, I want you guys to be encouraged to turn the scale, okay? This right here, this took time to occur. You being way down here on the scale took time. You were depositing daily things, daily actions that caused you to be down here. I want to challenge you to start to put things up here. Start to deposit daily things into this positive side of things, this success thing that you're tipped up here. You're not anywhere near it. Right now, everything's tipped down here, but I want you to start making daily deposits into your success, into things that are going to get you to be where you need to be, right? So once you start to do that, of course, it's going to take time. Like, the scale is going to slowly tip. Everything to your eyes is still going to look like a failure, but slowly but surely over time, you guys, it's going to even out. And then you see, holy crap, like, it's so much better than it was. I'm going to keep going. And then you just keep going. And now your success is just getting heavier and it's compounding. And now things are moving even faster. And now you can just say, I have done it. Like, I have completely changed my life. I am now, my scales, my success scale is so much heavier than my failure scale. All of this was in the past and I am just living life right here. This type of scale is where I want all of you guys to be at, right? But it's going to take time, and you can't base it on what you see, because it's the universe. It's how the universe works. So I want you guys to just work on tipping your scales, okay? Work for you. This process is not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Old habits die hard, right? So you have to literally be so intentional about the daily things that you're going to start to do that are going to lead you to tipping your scale down the right way. And it's going to be hard, and there will be stumbles along the way, but who cares? It's life. It's what it is. But at least you know that you're moving in the right direction, and you can feel good about yourself for doing that. So I want you guys to not get frustrated by the process, because that's the thing. 19 out of 20 people, you guys, get so frustrated with this process because they're so far down here, and they just start to do things and they don't see anything because they've only gone from here to here. Of course you don't see anything yet. Like, it takes time. See through the eyes of time, you guys. Successful people learn this so early. Well, not early, but when they finally decide to learn it, they capitalize on it, and they build, and they just do it. They just do it. Do the thing that's going to make you reach to where you're trying to. What else do I want to say? Yeah, they just building their dreams and their visions and their goals instead of somebody else's. Maybe you're in that place now where you're building someone else's dream. Start to build yours. Start to do daily things that are going to build your dream. Okay, you might have to hustle for a little bit. You might be working a couple of jobs for a little bit, but however long it takes you to turn the scale where you're like, oh, this sucks. Like, I can't see any fruition, but like, I know if you see through the eyes of time, you know what's on the other side. So you just keep going. Success is inevitable, you guys. Success is inevitable if you just continue to stay in the process and give yourself the chance to have success. Give yourself the chance to win. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with just the advice to slow down. Slow down. Live in this moment. Your past, there's nothing you can change about that. Not one little thing. You cannot tweak anything about your past. So why are you living in it? How come every new opportunity that comes up, you're thinking about your past? Like, oh, no, can't do that. What the heck is your past? You can't do anything about it, so get out of it. Okay, you can look at it for reference, but do not live in your past. Live in the present. Live in the little decisions that you're making today, tomorrow, your future. See a vision and start to do the things right now that you can do to get you there. Okay, guys? I hope everyone enjoyed that Wisdom Wednesday. I will be posting it. I'm going to start posting everything on my YouTube. So, you can come back and finish watching this here, or you can check it out on my YouTube later. But yeah, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. I know it's pretty late on the East Coast, but clearly, as you can tell, it's still light outside on the West. So have a good one, you guys.